20 seconds and counting. T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff.
Greetings, people of Earth, and welcome to the official Hellwitch Hexecutioner preview, where we're actually going to open up the actual campaign for you to view. We're going to walk through it. We're going to discuss it, and your questions are welcome. I want to welcome everyone who's on the stream right now, including KP Heathen, Mr. A, Matthew Stapleton, Man About Town, the tour guide of Arizona, Mosh Pit Matt, and KP Heathen. I also see Andre S. there. Good evening to you as well. Solomon, greetings to one and all. Well, I'll tell you what, you can see the background behind us. We are talking Hellwitch. And let me tell you, as we've been doing for the great majority of, well, for all our campaigns this year, for the first 24 hours, you can receive one of these beautiful challenge coins for absolutely free. This guy right over here. Yeah, there's beautiful Sun K side, and there's the Shikari side. It's free. And look, sometimes it's not easy to remember, so feel free to sign up. Go to coffinlaunch.com. We're going to put a sign up after the stream, and that way, upon launch, you will get reminded, and you can get your free coin if you back a physical reward. So, without further ado, hey, Haley Anderson is here for it. That's great. Gosh, Haley, what time is it where you're at? It must be a different time, a very different time. So without further ado, let's kind of get into it, shall we? We're going to get right into the campaigns. We're going to pull that up and make it big, and then we're going to get into it. So here we go, everybody. Check it out. As you can see, we're asking you to sign up to be notified. So sign up, everybody. Here, I'm going to just play this cool video. There's the coin. For all you boys and girls, take a look at. That is the normal 1.75 inch in diameter coin. Shikari art on one side, very dimensional as you can see. And then the super cool Sun K art. I hope both artists are stoked for seeing that. All right, and so then let's see here. Where am I going to go from here? Okay, looking to go down. And I am looking to go down. I'm doing it here. It's about to happen. And I'm a Mac person myself, so it's funny that I'm having funny times with the Mac. But anyway, here we are. Hellwitch Hexecutioner. This is chapter 8 in the Hellwitch storyline. We estimate shipping in March of 2026, but we have been exceeding expectations in that area. We make our comics in the United States of America. In fact, we print the great majority of what we do in the state of Arizona, where we live. Check it out. I'm actually not going to play the video right off the bat, but I am going to show that there's an area where you could share the campaign when it goes live. You could see that our target backer count is 1,666 people, and I believe you boys and girls can do it. Here is the story. After tragic events of Hellwitch, Hellwitch returns to the underworld as a broken, aimless warrior, drowning her sorrows in sex and drugs, though she is reluctantly compelled to take action to protect an innocent human child in a brutal quest through the war-torn ruins of hell, pursued by savage slashers, fanatical fallen angels, and a puritanical demon cult. Meanwhile, Hellwitch is on a collision course with one of the most lethal half-devils in all of hell, the sorceress assassin, Lady Satanas. Can Hellwitch prevail in their bone-crushing spell-casting battle, or will Lady Satanas pound Hellwitch into submission? Who will reign supreme? We're going to see. That's to the truth. So the creative team on this project is our returning champions. Mike McLean and myself are the writers. I'm going to give Mike all the credit in the world for doing the lion's share of the work on this one. We plotted it together, but they took lead. The artist is Diego Bernard, and as usual, you will be knocked out by the quality of his work. Returning champion Hedwin Salvador is the colorist, and Marshall Dillon is the letterer. Now, I don't know if this is possible as I'm sharing this, if we could have comments, but if not, so be it. On this screen, I guess you can't. No problem. All right, everybody, just hold your comments. Continuing onward, here's actually a preview of the pages. This is the story's introduction. It's a little saucy, but it is Hellwitch. Hellwitch is an R-rated book meant for mature readers only. And this is just a taste of the beginning, but you see the quality of the work that we produce and have been producing for some time. You'll forgive me, my mouse is a little getting caught. So let's get into the comics for this campaign, shall we? Comics, where are you? Here we go. Come on, comics. The comics are not showing up. Where are the comics? All right. Well, we're looking for the comics, and we're trying to look for some help on that. But right now, there are the comics. But in the meantime, I'm going to jump up, and if you'll indulge me, while we try to figure out the testicle difficulty, let's check out this. I'm going to play the video for you right here, right now. Hi, this is Brian Polito, creator of Hellwitch, and I'm presenting the all-new 48-page original graphic novel entitled Hellwitch, Hexecutioner. After Helligeddon's tragic events, Hellwitch returns to the underworld, a heartbroken, aimless warrior, drowning her sorrows with sex and drugs. There, she's reluctantly forced into action to protect an innocent human child in a savage quest through the civil, war-torn ruins of hell, stalked by savage slashers, fanatical fallen angels, and a puritanical demon cult. All the while, Hellwitch is on a collision course with one of the most lethal half-devils in all of hell, the sorceress assassin, Lady Satanus. Can Hellwitch triumph in their bone-shattering, hell-casting battle, or will Lady Satanus pummel Hellwitch into submission? Who will reign supreme? Please back our campaign now and tell everyone you know. Thank you so much, everybody. You rule. So that we can take a look at this campaign, and that is what I intend to do. And we are about to get back to our regularly scheduled campaign. There it is. Let me see if I click on it, we could see it. Oh yeah, here we go, a little refresher. Thanks for your patience, everybody. Here's the comics. First up, you have the digital edition, which we're offering for $6. We may go up to $6.66 in 2026 just for the heck of it. Next up is the Premier Edition. The storyline will be 48 pages, and the cover is by Diego Bernard, showing the clash of the Titans. Next up, and look, the format of this campaign is completely different. So, put your comments or questions on the stream, but here we go. Next up is the Amor Edition by Mike Crome, and then beginning the series of Shikari editions. First, we have the main Shikari edition. We're offering these reasonably at $34.99. That includes free shipping, a free digital download, and free all unlocked free swag, which in this case, if you think about it, will include a coin if you back one of our physical items in the first 24 hours. So next up, Sun K brings her phenomenal talents to Hellwitch yet again, and it's always a blessing and an honor, dark honor, to have Sun and all these contributors to contribute to what has become Coffin Comics. And her edition is called Glazed. This is kind of evoking a moment early on in the story where Hellwitch is just drowning her sorrows in sex and violence. And then the next two editions are by Sora Sung and Juan Castro. That is the Whipped edition and the Angelic edition. Next up, we have the Unholy Ritual edition, and this is by Carla Cohen. All reasonably priced, I might add. And then Holy Mackerel, the Explosive edition, is by Mirka Indolfo. You may or may not know it, but Mirka Indolfo and I go back a couple of years and are very friendly on the convention circuit, so it's always great to have her contribution. Next, I think Keith Garvey really knocked this one out of the park. This is the Strapped edition. And then right next to it is the Domination edition. This edition is by Elias Chetzoudis, and Observant collectors will realize that this is an homage to a Domination edition featuring Lady Death. So this is actually an homage. Next up, we're moving on to our risque editions. We have the Risque Amour edition by Mike Crome. I like this moment, if you look at it, and you get a chance to see it closer, because I'm wondering, is Hellwitch hypnotizing Lady Satanis, or is Lady Satanis about to suck the soul out of Hellwitch? Who knows? You're going to have to see. Now here's the series of Shikari editions. The first one we offer is sheer. The second one is topless and pierced. And then the third is the actual risque edition. You'll notice there are differences upon each. And the risque edition, this close-up, you get to see just how much detail is in this image. It's really cool. Next up is the risque glazed edition by Sun K. And then the risque Unholy Ritual by Carla Cohn, followed by the risque Explosive edition by Mirka Indolfo. I think with Mirka's approach, you kind of have like a lighter side, perhaps a little more playful and fun, so to speak, but it still has a devilish quality. It's one of the things I've always admired about all of her work. Next is risque in Pierced Strapped edition. I think we're leaning a little into the piercings and some bondage imagery on this one, as evidenced by risque Domination edition. Now again, just to contextualize this, this is a live preview of our launch, and our launch is coming up in 2 weeks on Tuesday, October 14th at 6 p.m. Arizona time. About a half hour before the launch, we're going to have a party, and it is going to be a Halloween-themed party, Angels and Demons. And each and every one of you out there are invited to attend and watch. Have your own libations on hand, whatever you like to drink, whether it's based in alcohol or not, doesn't matter. It's just kind of the spirit of it all. Continuing onward, we have the Hellwitch Mysterious Envelope. And I'm going to come back and detail that in a moment. But this is limited to 666 envelopes, so we're going to come back to that. Next up, we're going into some of our limited editions, changing it up, changing the format of the campaign. We're offering a series of Pearl editions, intimately crafted by the artists and our graphic designer, Mike Flippin. So here we go with the Naughty Angelic Pink Pearl edition. If you've seen these pearls in person, you know they are truly remarkable printing. However, it's very difficult to show it in a picture. Man, they just come alive when you see them in person. Next up is the Risque Amour edition, Scarlet Pearl. Scarlet seems, is the color of sensuality, seems very appropriate to this one, and that's by Mike Crome. And then check out this unique image by Dawn McTague. We call that Stare Violet Pearl edition. And that is the only way that image is being presented on this campaign. Rounding out some of the additional editions, now we're moving on to metal editions, heavy metal, baby. The first is the official heavy metal edition, featuring this gorgeous exclusive image by Dawn McTague. I believe it is also the only use of this image on this campaign. Then it's followed up by a selection of other images that will look awesome in limited editions, including the Unholy Ritual Metallic Edition by Carla Cohn, the Topless Shikari Topless and Pierced Metallic Edition, perhaps one of the more edgy images that we've published, controversial even in our office here. Did we push the edge too far? I don't know. It really is going to be up to you guys and gals out there. Are we still erring on tasteful? Are we moving towards like too much? I don't know. We'll get your feedback. Next up is the Risque Glazed Metallic Edition. And then check out these couple of glow-in-the-dark metallics. Here's the thing. These will be limited to 15 in grand total, and many are going to be associated, of the individual items, will be associated with an upper tier. So there'll be a few that'll be available in the wild here. And this is the Shikari Risky Glow in the Dark Metallic Edition. and then the Risque glow-in-the-dark metallic glazed. All right, let's get into some of the sets. So the Prestige Edition set will actually be all of the quote-unquote nice or prestige imagery bundled together, a $335 value for $299. And then the Risque Edition set are all the topless and or Risque editions bundled together in a set, a $360 value for $325. Next up, we call this the whole enchilada. So that is every comic book edition that you just saw me present is in one particular bundle, one tier, and this is a close to a $1,800 value, and we're offering it for right under $1,600. So let's jump back a minute and take a look at some of the mystery envelopes. All right, first up, what I'd like to show you is that for this particular campaign, and this is almost like a one and only, we are offering comics from the Hellwitch Vault. So there are going to be 50 individual randomly inserted editions from the vault. It could include Omega editions, BP, artist proofs, publisher file, luxury foil, glow-in-the-dark editions, metal editions, low serial number copies, mock-ups from Hellwitch's entire history over the last decade. Next, I love this idea. We're bringing back the mystery edition. So there's an edition that we're offering by a cool, well-known cover artist, and we're not going to announce it during the campaign at all. You're actually just going to receive them in the mail or not. It's the mystery edition. It'll be called the mystery edition, so you'll know it. Check out these ultra-limited holofoils. So what we've done here is represent some of the images from the campaign. However, they are all going to be limited to 25 copies apiece, including artwork by Shikari, Sun K, Mike Chrome, and Jose Varese. The only way to get them in that particular iteration, the only time we'll present them in holofoil in the trade dress version. Now, next up, these are a little small, but please really wrap your head around what you're seeing at the top. This is a Lady Satanas set by Mirka Indalfo, limited to 50 copies apiece, grand total 50 Prestige, 50 Risque, 100 copies grand total, Mirka Indalfo. Underneath it is the Maritime Tattoo editions by Matt Meerhoff. Anybody out there, part of Sworn Nation, have a tattoo or even have like a traditional American tattoo? This is actually an homage to that vibe. Next up, check out this. I like at the top here, this sick, limited to 50 Mike Chrome. Beautiful Risque edition. And then underneath, by Marissa Pope, we have the Forest Nymph editions. Next up, and rounding out our mystery envelope offering, is the Sultry set by Jose Varese. Now, I think the images are a little small on the screen, and if you're watching this on a handheld device, it's definitely going to be small. But this is echoing that early moment in the story where Hellwitch is drowning her sorrows in sex and drugs, and you'll notice that she is seated atop a bevy of concubines. So it is a very evocative image, very, very Hellwitch. So that is your comic book editions of the campaign. And now we're going to jump on down. Let me get back on this campaign. And now we're going to get down to some of the other items we're offering, including prints. Ooh, those comics look good, huh? It's a decent amount. It's a big campaign too, huh? A whole bunch. Okay, so here are our official prints. First is the official commemorative limited, offered for $24.99. I've heard some feedback where people really liked the tier that we used to have, where it's the commemorative print plus the comic, and we're considering bringing that back for 2026. Next is our 24 by 36 poster, and this is Hellwitch Blade by Shikari. Next up is the glazed 11 by 17 metal print. Jordan, would you mind handing this to me? Because, I mean, you guys got to see this thing. It is, that's not the one, the metal print right over there. There you go. Fantastic. Yeah, this is a, boy, so we are no longer, whoops, I don't know if you could see it. I don't know if we are, hang on a second. I don't know that we're no longer disublimated printing on top of metal. We are actually printing on the metal. So it even has a tad of a surface. So yeah, this edition is incredible and really quite remarkable in person. I hope you'll enjoy those. Next up, we are doing the Risque print set. Now we're doing the print sets kind of differently. These are bigger print sets. I'm not going to lie. These are 9 Risque prints. And people sometimes say, hey, can you break them up? And we can't break them up because we actually did an analysis of what it takes to pick everybody's individual orders. And the infinite possibilities actually started really dragging on labor costs. I know that sounds like maybe that's just too much business to hear, but it's true. So we are presenting them as print sets, and that hopefully that addresses that one question. And then here's the Prestige print set, 10 prints, normally $160, and this one will be for $134. So we encourage you to back those prints. Next up, cards. Here we go. The Risque Metallic card set, 9 cards for $99, and the Prestige Metallic card set, 10 cards for $109. How about some merchandise? So check it out. On this campaign, we have the Hellwitch Glaze t-shirt, and that is the Sun K art, unisex sizing from small to 4XL. There is a bit of an upcharge for 2X, 3X, and 4X, but the offering price begins at $29.99. And then offered again, the Hellwitch patch set. Patch it up with Hellwitch. We've been having fun. I've been having fun personally reoffering all the history of our patch sets over the course of 2025. And it's amazing. I mean, we've sold like 400, 500 patch sets, and it's all because of you guys and gals out there. So I hope you get your patch sets ready, and when they come in the mail, get ready to bring them to Swornfest. Now, let's see here. So Errol says everything looks great. Got my eyes on a number of items. Can't wait. Errol, thank you so much. So comments are now open, and you're feel free here on the campaign itself. We're going to switch back to comments so we can have a conversation about what you've seen, and hopefully you enjoy what we're about to offer you in about 2 weeks. So let me jump back to comments on the stream. Be there in a sec. All right, let's see here. The mystery should have a disclosure that it must be revealed on social media. That'd be fun. Let's see here. Adriano says small and pixelated. I hear that. Mike Madigan, Hellwitch looking good. And Iva watched it. That's the edition I want. So Adrian, back to work. Hey, Adrian, thank you so much for hanging out. Appreciate that. And then we see if we could kind of drag down, see if there's any further comments. Maybe go back up. Oh, there you go. Let's see. Hellwitch can be playful and then rip your heart out and throat next. Yeah, I think that's her vibe. That's her energy for sure. Wow, that Green Lightning. Awesome trailer. A pure Hellborn versus a hybrid daughter of Satanus. Yeah, wrap your head around that. That's going to be a fun one. So, folks, if you had, let's see here. Oh, Charlie says this campaign looks amazing. Thank you very much. Let's see here. This is great when an ZR Comics printed. Looking forward to it. Well, Vernon, that is a great question, and that is a proprietary answer. So thank you for asking. Let's see here. Well, let's see here. Let's scroll down to the bottom, perhaps, see if there's any other commentary. Matthew, was there a Merca counterpart to the Hellwitch cover, or is it part of a mystery envelope claim? So the Hellwitch has the Prestige version, and then it has the Risque version by Merca. And so it is not part of a mystery. Let's see here. The Sun K covers are amazing. So happy to see Jose Varese back doing some covers. I want to make sure I get those mystery envelopes somehow. And then Madigan says the Shikari covers, very looking forward to those. And then looking forward to this campaign, looking forward to seeing Hana again later next year. That's true. Let's see, Brian, are you still giving the free coin in the first 24 hours? We are absolutely giving the free coin first 24 hours. And here is the coin. We love showing the coin off. Yeah, so for the first 24 hours, we're going to launch on a different day than normal. We're going to launch on Tuesday, October 14th. We might normally do it on a Thursday, but I will actually be traveling to Big Texas Comic-Con. And that's what the coin looks like. Heck yeah. So Grim collects, yes, that's it. So folks, I want to thank you so much, but let's get back to basics and do some housekeeping. Hellwitch Hexecutioner will be coming to coffinlaunch.com on Tuesday, October 14th. And we cordially invite you to back the campaign and be here online a half hour earlier, where we're going to have a launch party for the ages. We're going to booze it up, and we're going to celebrate Halloween. So we're going to dress up in Halloween costumes. You're welcome to do the same. And unless there's any, let's see here, Oil says that's dope. I need that. So if there ain't any more questions, I'm just going to thank you so much for showing up. And next Thursday will be our final recap of the campaign before we launch in 2 weeks from now. I want to thank you so much for showing up. Y'all been great. I'll see you tomorrow, where we do Coffin Comics Mission Control Show and do some updates on what's going on with Mike Morg and what's coming up. Thank you so much for attending. You've been great. I've been Brian Polito. Holler at you later.
Swarmfest, Swarmfest, Swarmfest! Swarmfest, the global gathering for Coffin Comics fiends and the Swarm, featuring exclusive party, artist, signings, commission, panels, beer, food, coffee, alcohol, tours of HQV2, trading posts, CGC, friendship, community, camaraderie, shenanigans, insanity, and more.
Plan ahead. Be there.
Tickets and details on sale now at coffincomicsshop.com. Presented by Coffin Comics. Swarmfest, 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 Swarm!